Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Showcase. On tonight's show we have a crazy science fiction film.
We also have some awesome features from KUTV's Camera One and another edition of Films with Frank.
We've got an exciting show in store for tonight, so stay tuned. Showcase starts now.
Let's get rolling.
To the studio! Welcome to Showcase, everybody. I'm Kyle Ashenfelder.
And I'm Frank Kozel. To start off, we have a Camera One short by Tim Gutherman, Ross Wood, and Emily Kleffner. This short features the Strasburg Railroad. Roll it.
The main attraction of Strasburg Railroad would be the big old steam locomotive, the steam train. We actually have 4 operating locomotives that we run, and so on a fairly daily basis we're running steam trains in and out of Strasburg down to Lemon Place Junction. So people can ride on that train. It varies depending on the time of year as to what our schedule is, but people can enjoy either a ride on our standard coach. In the summertime, they can enjoy a ride on open air, which allows you to enjoy the breeze and have the best view of the countryside. We also have a dining car, and we've got first class cars, everything from a lounge car to a Victorian parlor car, as well as our business class president's car that runs sometimes as well. For those, you can order snacks and beverages, or like I said, on the dining car, you can order a full meal. Then at different times, on weekends and then during the summer, daily, we have a number of other attractions here. But those would include our little Cagney miniature steam train. Riders of all ages can enjoy that. Kids can enjoy the little cranky cars, hand-powered cars around the track. We've got a pump car, you know, the historic thing, 2 people on either end, goes back and forth on the track. We've got a number of other things that'll be running daily. Probably our most popular event we have here would be Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas also is a real operating steam locomotive, so he comes out periodically. We run that 3 times a year, once in June, once in September, as well as another occasion in November. We have several gift shops, actually 2, I guess what we would consider a typical gift shop. A number of different souvenir type items, t-shirts, conductor hats, you know, all that kind of stuff. We also have a Thomas toy store as well, all sorts of Thomas items, some other toys in there too. We have a trackside cafe, which serves great food right here on site if you're not able to do the dining car but want to grab a bite to eat. Well, our prices start for coach on our regular train is $14 for adults, $8 for kids. Children 3 and under are free on coach. From there the prices go up a little bit depending on what kind of car you want to ride. For example, open air or dining is $16 for adults, $10 for kids, and $2 for under 3. As far as more information, you can find us on the web at www.strasburgrailroad.com. You can also call 717-687-7522 for more information. Love to have you out at Strasburg Railroad. The kids love it, the adults love it. We've got people all different ages and from all over the world that come out to enjoy the railroad. Yeah, we'd love to see you here.
So Kyle, what did you think about that?
Well, I really enjoyed it because honestly, I never heard about the railroad before. Never heard about it, never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it or heard of it either.
And I actually really want to visit it now.
Yeah.
I'm actually very intrigued.
I really like the fact that they had Thomas the Tank Engine because I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Me and Thomas go way back, and that man had a really impressive mustache. I
Yes,
was
he did.
super impressed by
Is
that.
my mustache good?
Not well. I mean, yours is good, but not as good as that man's. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All
Sorry,
right,
buddy.
all right. All right, I can take that. All right, well, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I will be interviewing one of the creators of a short science fiction film that was based on an award-winning short story by Terry Bisson. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am here with the creator of one of the creators of the science fiction film that we have in store for tonight. This is Angela Newton. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, absolutely. And your nickname is Pange, by the way, right?
Pange,
correct?
yes.
So if you see her around in the
Call me
hall,
Pange.
on university or anything, call her Pange. So, anyway, so first question of this was based on a short story by, what was his name?
Terry Bisson.
Terry Bisson. Okay, is he a well-renowned writer? Or?
I believe he is now. He has a few novels out. I haven't read any of them, but I love his short story. It won a Nebula Award.
Okay.
So it was very interesting.
Cool. Okay,
Good
so
read.
other than this story, what was your inspiration like? How did you choose this? What was it about this story that really intrigued you to make a video about it?
Well, one of the other creators, Chelsea Stokes, also known as Stokes, she came to me with the script of the original story for class, and I loved it from the start, and we just started writing our own script for it because it was for our class. So
Cool, cool. All right. So this thing starts off with newscasts and everything, and it goes into these night scenes. I want to know, how did you get these night scenes shot, and where were you at?
Actually, we parked, I think it was 3 cars in the Edge parking lot, and we did our high beams into the cornfields.
Wow.
And had the actor run through to try and get the illusion that it was dark, but still be able to see something that was going on.
Cool, cool. Oh, okay. So now Stokes' character in this film, she kind of talks to herself for quite a long
Yeah.
time in the film, and I just want to know, there was a lot of long dialogues. The probing scene is it's all one shot, and how did you manage having all that dialogue for her to say?
Actually, that was all ad-libbed.
Really?
That entire scene was ad-libbed. There was no script for it. If you notice, the camera kind of goes up and it stops and she says a line and then it keeps going because I had no idea when she was gonna stop talking, when the scene was going to end.
Wow.
So that entire little section, there was no script for it.
Wow, that's really impressive actually, because she did a quite good job.
Which is also why it's in one shot, because I had no idea where to switch anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, how much of this was original, from your standpoint, and then how much of it was, from the actual story itself?
The dialogue between Stokes and herself is the original Terry Bisson story, and then all the newscasts and the probing scene, the dancing scene, all those things were straight out of mine and Stokes' head.
Wow, that's very impressive stuff. So there was a lot of humor in this, a lot of sarcastic humor actually from
Yes.
Stokes' character in a way.
Yes.
How'd you come up? Was this all ad lib as well? Just her kind of little spin.
Some of it was, I'm not really sure line for line, but she kind of just stuck in her little, I don't even know, her just sarcastic remarks, and she just kind of took control of her character very well.
Yeah, it was very impressive. I liked it. So this was very good. And what's next for you on the list?
I just finished a music video.
Cool.
I'm about to recreate a movie. I think I might do The Sandlot. I'm not sure though.
Wow, Sandlot. That's
Yes,
a good
The
choice.
Sandlot.
Good choice.
But other than that, not really sure. Thinking about a new script
Wow.
Haven't come up with it yet, though.
Okay, well, that sounds great. And now we're going to cut to a clip of this short film. Roll it.
Wake up. I said wake up. What? What is it? What time is it? Where am I? Just get up. This is important. This is good enough. What could possibly be important this early in the morning? It's 2 p.m. 2 p.m.? They're made out of meat. Meat? Oh. Wait. Who's made out of meat? Yes, meat. They're made out of meat. I don't understand. Meat? What about the messages to the stars? The Earthlings. We've picked up specimens from all over the world and probed them all the way through. There's no doubt about it. Good morning.
What was that?
It was a bit of a stimulant to wake you up.
Where am I?
Outer space.
Space?
Space.
What am I doing in space?
Well, we needed some specimens, you see. We're not quite sure what you were made of. So, you were running around a cornfield outside a party. We picked you up. Tractor beam, there were lights, you might remember. I did poke your brain in a couple places, so you might be a bit foggy.
I'm bleeding.
Yes, I did that while you were asleep. That's what I just said. Which leads me to believe, the blood and whatnot, that you are in fact made of meat.
Meat?
Are you made of meat?
Am I?
Huh, you seem unsure. Which makes me unsure. This isn't going well for you.
I'm made out of meat.
You sure you're made out of meat?
I'm made out of meat. I'm made out of meat.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here was one of our ideas.
Uh-huh.
My species, you know.
You
We're-
species?
Yeah, my species. We're aliens. You see, we thought, we know this other alien group called the Wideli. They go through a meat stage. Do you grow out of being meat?
When I die, I turn into a skeleton.
You turn into a skeleton. Is the skeleton made out of light?
No.
Plasma?
No.
Vorton 5. Does
What
any
is
of this
that?
sound... Okay, no worries, darling, don't worry. Your species is kind of dumb. What I was thinking, as a possible option, to determine if you're meat, since you obviously don't know, is, you see, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a little bit more of that, yeah? You should feel... All right. To determine your meaty qualities, to determine if you're meat all the way through, I have this probe.
Probe?
It's a probe.
Probe.
You see there's a little end. It'll go just all the way through. And we'll see if you're made out of meat or light or Vorton 7 through 8. I'm not sure. So I need to know. Yes, you can't move. No, it's fine. The beams, there's a bit of pressure and extra gravity focused in that area. Well, this, I don't know. If you're light, this won't hurt. But it might. It might hurt a little. Are you ready?
No.
You're okay.
No, I'm
okay,
made out of meat.
I don't understand.
I'm made out of meat.
You're not made out of meat.
I'm made out of meat.
Possibly-
I'm made out of meat. Ah!
No, you're made of meat. You're made of meat.
Ah,
Definitely.
you don't say.
You're the fourth one I've probed. I'm absolutely sure at this point.
All right, and that is the clip of her short film, Made of Meat. That was the title of it. And I know you're wondering why you're still here, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is because we are bringing back Minute Movie Trivia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen this before, pretty much I will ask my guest a set of questions, and she will have a minute to answer them all. I currently have 5 questions for her, so hopefully she can get them all in 1 minute. You ready? This is all sci-fi stuff. I wanted it to relate to your video, so you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Alrighty, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1. What sci-fi rock opera featured a doctor named Frank Furter? A, Aliens on Earth. B, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
B.
C, Tommy... Well, is that your
B.
final answer?
It's my final answer.
Okay, that's her final answer, and she is correct. Rocky Horror Picture Show. And now we go to question 2. What sci-fi classic featured a small green old man who essentially speaks backwards? A, Aliens. B, War of the Worlds. C, Star Wars. Or D, Star Trek?
C, Star Wars.
And she is correct, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for 2 so far. Number 3, who plays Captain Kirk in Star Trek? A, Jack Nicholson. B, Patrick Swayze. C, Leonard Nimoy. Or D, William Shatner?
Oh, God.
Oh.
D?
Yes, William Shatner. That is 3, hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. Question 4, what sci-fi movie character's famous line is, "Great Scott"? A, Captain Kirk. B, Dr. Emmett Brown. C, Darth Vader. Or D, C-3PO?
B, Dr. Emmett Brown.
Yes, Back to the Future, one of my favorite films. 4 for 4. And now, number 5, who stars in the 1986 film The Fly, where a man is accidentally combined with a fly during his own experiment? A, this is going to be a tough one. A, Jeff Goldblum. B, Michael J. Fox. C, George Clooney. Or D, Robert Downey Jr.?
I'm just going to go with B.
Ah, you didn't get that one right. It was actually Jeff Goldblum, the 1986 sci-fi film The Fly, but you did good. 4 and 1 isn't bad. Once again, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and we will be right back after these messages.
Hey everyone, I'm Haley Bianco.
And I'm Steve Majiri, and we're the new hosts of Between the Lines.
Check us out to find out all you need to know about KU sports.
Be sure to tune in on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7 and Fridays at noon. And remember, being outside the lines only gets you the scores.
But here at Between the Lines, we get you in the locker room.
Welcome to another edition of Films with Frank. Tonight we will be discussing Billy Madison and Pineapple Express. First we have Billy Madison, starring Adam Sandler as Billy Madison. This movie tells the story of a 27-year-old man who goes back to school in order to earn the chance to inherit his rich father's hotel empire. Kyle, what did you think of this movie?
This is honestly one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies of all time.
I agree. I think it's the best one.
This is just pure Adam Sandler genius. I mean, everything is so funny. He plays the part so well. It's just so funny seeing a grown man going back to elementary school. And, you know, when he goes through all the grades so quickly. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I could watch this movie a million times, and oh my God, it's so good. I just love it. Today, Junior.
I actually have seen this movie probably a million times. This is my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
I think it might be his best. Some might argue differently, but I think it might be his best. There's a lot of cameos of other comedians. It's hilarious. I just love it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, buy, rent, skip, what do you give it?
Absolutely, this is probably very obvious by now. Buy it on any disc you can get it on because it's great. It's absolutely wonderful.
Even if you can get it on VHS, just
yeah,
go
even if you
that
get it on,
route.
which is almost impossible these
Just-
days. You know, get it on Blu-ray, DVD, whatever. It's
Right.
awesome.
I say buy as well. I mean, that's obvious. I said it was my favorite. I agree 100%. This should be in your collection.
Absolutely.
This is a definite buy.
Absolutely. All right, folks, and our other film for tonight is Pineapple Express, starring Seth Rogen and James Franco. This film is about a process server and his marijuana dealer doing their best to avoid hitmen after witnessing the dealer's boss murder a competitor. So, what'd you think of this movie, Frank?
Honestly, not a big fan of this movie. I actually saw it in theaters. I'm a pretty big fan of Seth Rogen. Don't really like James Franco. I think he kind of brings the film down, at least for me.
Okay.
And I don't know. A lot of the marks just didn't hit it for me. What do you think, though?
See, for the actors, I'm the exact opposite. I think
really?
Seth Rogen's a little overrated, to be honest. And I actually think James Franco actually added an element to this movie.
Right. All right.
But overall, the movie, you know, it had a decent plot, and it was, you know, it's kind of funny. You know, there were some good laughs in between, but it's just an okay for me. You know, it was something I saw, and I saw it once, and I'm okay with that. You know, nothing too special about this movie, to be honest. So, Frank, what do you think? You gonna buy, rent, or skip this?
I'm going to go skip. First time in this segment, but I'm going to go skip. I don't think it's worth even seeing. I mean, I paid money to see it, and I'd say
really?
don't go see it. Yeah.
Oh,
What about
yeah.
you? What did you
Yeah,
say?
see, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I think it is worth the rent. You know, even if you watch it on Netflix or something like that, you know, rent it. You know, take a look at it. You know, it's worth one view. I believe that. But yeah, worth someone's money though, I don't think so.
Right,
I mean, I understand they work very hard to do these films, but it's just nothing special. So I'm gonna say rent. So that's me. So
All right.
that's what I think.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be right back after this break.
sure to tune in Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. to catch co-hosts Liz Reeby, Devin Raventoss, and Eddie Rishett as they travel around the Berks County and Lehigh Valley area, exploring some great places to visit. Camera One re-airs Wednesdays at 7:30 and Fridays at 12:30. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, everybody. To close the show tonight, we have a Camera One feature by Tim Gutherman, Matt Gilmer, and Emily Kalefner.
This short features Roadside America's miniature village. Roll it.
My name is Dolores Heinsohn, and I am the granddaughter of Lawrence T. Gehringer, the builder of Roadside America. It started in 1903. He was a 9-year-old boy, and him and his brother went up on the mountain near the pagoda, and they looked over the city of Reading, and they hatched the idea between them that they wanted to build models to look over the city of Reading. And they went home, and they presented the idea to their parents, and their parents encouraged them. His mother allowed them to start building on the kitchen table until his father built him a workbench in the basement. When you come in, you have the zoo, and then you have the town of Fairfield, which is dated around the 1960s. And the town was named after the town of Fairfield, Pennsylvania, which was his brother's first parish as a priest, down near Gettysburg. Then you go around, and as you walk through, you see the circus, and you see the country club and the Shrine Church. The Shrine Church is one of the oldest pieces in the display, and all the windows were hand-painted. And it took him 2 years to create a formula for the paint, which the formula has been lost over time. We don't know what he did, but it's never faded. And everything is original painting in all the windows, stained glass windows that he did. And then you have the western town and your coal mine and the mill and the farm and the log cabin days. It goes back, more or less back in time. We clean in there, we pick them up. It's the old fruit and vegetable crates with the original labels on the inside yet. The table, the smokestacks over there, hand-carved from table legs. There's a farmhouse, you can't see it, just over the other side of the mountain. Underneath in the roof is an old, was made out of an old Barney Google game board. We call it the Barney Google house. and we've seen little stairs where he made them out of yardsticks. You know, whatever he had, he just used. And there used to be a furniture auction house in Reading. And they used to give my grandmother all the odd wood and the furniture because it was aged, it wouldn't work. And then he would use some of that to build the building. They're very sturdy, you can stand on them. They're all very, very hard, thick wood. The kids and the adults like to press the buttons and run the animation. The kids love it, but as the children grow up and they come back, they take on, it's a whole new perspective, because then they appreciate the craftsmanship, how old it is, the time spent making it, and it's different. So the adults look at it differently than the children do. It's located between Allentown and Harrisburg along Interstate 78. We have 2 gift shops. We have one here in the building, and then we have one next door, which I specialize in Pennsylvania Dutch giftware, hex signs, old and new. We're open, our winter hours right now are Monday to Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 6. It's $6.75 for adults, $3.75 for children. And we have group rates that they have to contact us for a special group rates of 25 or more with a bus group reservation. Our phone number is 610-488-6241. And our website is roadsideamericainc.com.
Yeah, that was quite the cool miniature village. So what'd you think?
I thought it was awesome. The project itself was really well done, edited real well, shot real well, very informative.
Yeah.
I didn't really personally like the subject matter. I'm not really big into miniature trains, only because they freak me out. There's no anything else.
Why do they freak you out?
I don't know. I think there's some childhood fear. I don't know. I don't really want to get into it.
Okay, kind of like bats for me. I have a
Oh,
childhood
you're
fear.
afraid of bats, really?
Yeah, I'm afraid of bats.
I'm learning
but
a lot about you. What else did you think of the video?
I thought it was good. You know, like you said, it was very informative. I do like the miniature villages. I don't know what it is. They're just so cool because it's something so big on a small scale.
Right, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost like you're seeing everything like you're God.
Yeah.
You're God.
Wow.
It's great.
Yeah.
So, well, that's all we have for tonight's show. Make sure to check out our Facebook page, and we hope you enjoyed the show tonight.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode, and make sure to tune in next week.
And remember, folks, when life is getting you down,
Just keep rolling.
rolling.